If you're a woman whose mornings feel very full before your feet even hit the ground, you don't need a 12-step routine. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. You don't need more discipline. Honestly, what you need is one intentional question. This one single question is what I teach my accountability coaching clients to help them move through their day, not feeling pressured or chaotic or overwhelmed, but feeling calm and focused, even on their busiest days. So if this sounds good, give this video a little thumbs up so I know that you are into this. And let's go. In my last video, we talked about how pressure-based productivity is draining you emotionally and not helping you sustain activity over the long term. Today, I'm going to show you a really practical shift that you can use right now, tomorrow morning, to change the whole energy of your day to help you get things done in a way that feels good. Let's talk about why mornings feel rough. It's not because you don't have the most perfectly optimized morning routine figured out yet. It's because your brain wakes up with too many competing thoughts. You are worried about whatever you forgot to do yesterday. You're worried about the deadlines you have to meet, the chores that need to get done. There might often be a voice in your head saying, "You're already behind. We're never going to catch up," right? Your focus is scattered before the day even begins. And when your focus is scattered, your productivity drops, even on your busy days when you are go, 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 nonstop getting things done. Your mornings don't need a huge overhaul. They need realignment. And my favorite way to do this is through journaling, because journaling takes your thoughts out of your head and puts them on paper. And when you see them on paper, they become like this concrete, separate thing that you can work with. And then they don't have to jumble your mind up anymore. Putting your thoughts and emotions on paper takes them out of your head and lets you see them with a little bit more perspective. And when you journal to set yourself up for success, we're not talking about journaling about, "Oh, I ate this and he said that and she did this." That's not what we're talking about. When you are journaling in a very intentional way for productivity and to set your day up for success, you have this moment to tell your brain, like, we are not behind. We are all good. We are choosing intentionally how this day is going to go. So here's the question I want you to start your day writing about in your journal. What emotion would support me today? And what thought would help me feel it? I'm going to say that again. Here's the question that you're going to journal about. What emotion would support me today? And what thought would help me feel it? Okay, now I know I kind of cheated and you might think, oh, there's two questions in there, but stick with me, okay, because it's going to be worth it. This question is a game changer because it helps you shift from urgency to intention. We're shifting from reacting to choosing, and we're shifting from pressure to alignment. I have two examples for you, and I want you to let me know how these make you feel, because it is all about how you feel when you move through your day. That is your experience of the world, right? Is all through our bodies, our thoughts, our emotions. So let me go through these two examples with you. If you have a super packed day and you already feel overwhelmed, you might go through that journaling question and say, the emotion that would support me today would be to feel calm. And remember, our thoughts create our emotions. So what thought is going to help you feel calm? And maybe that thought is, I can go through this day one step at a time. Let's actually do this together. If you are somewhere safe where you can pause for a minute, grab your journal, pull out your phone notes. We can keep it super simple, okay? Take a deep breath and then ask yourself, what emotion would support me today? What emotion would support you best today? Maybe it's feeling calm, confident, carefree. Would it support you to feel playful? Would it support you to feel safe today? What emotion would support you most today? I'd love for you to leave a comment on this video to let me know which emotion you choose. Now, with whatever emotion you've chosen, we journal a little bit to come up with what thought would help you feel that emotion. Just one sentence. That's all we need. And it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be clever. Just one sentence that when you think that thought, you feel a little different. You feel the emotion that you want to be feeling. For me, I think I want to feel a little bit playful today. And as I ponder what thought might help me feel that emotion, I think I would say the thought I want for today to feel playful is this is all just for fun. It's all just for fun. Remember, it doesn't have to be profound. It just needs to be intentional. This tiny little process, writing down one emotion and writing down one sentence of an intentional thought, this is how we begin to create productivity without pressure. Now remember, our thoughts create our emotions. So if the emotion we want to feel is calm, maybe the thought that creates that emotion is, I can move through this one step at a time. I like to always use that thought because it helps me remember to slow down and be in the moment and not be rushing my brain and my emotions and my energy 5 steps ahead. If you've been procrastinating on something you really want to get done, remember the question is, what emotion would support me and what thought would help me feel it? So maybe you want to choose the emotion of courage, right? Courage will help me go through this thing that I've been procrastinating about. So if we want to feel courage, what thought is going to help us feel that? And maybe the thought you need is progress is more important than perfection, right? Maybe you've been procrastinating because you want to do it perfectly. And if we have courage, if we feel that courage to do it imperfectly, then stuff gets done. When we go through this exercise, we have now an intentional emotion that we want to feel and a thought that will help us feel that emotion, right? So we can go through our day and get things done in a way that feels good. We're not adding or taking away from our to-do list. We're not changing the schedule. We're choosing what we want our experience of the world to be with intention. When you choose your emotional fuel for the day, you move through your day with these thoughts and emotions that support you instead of drain you. You might still take the exact same actions, but your experience of the day is vastly elevated. You don't end your day emotionally exhausted. And for a woman who does so much for everyone else, like I'm guessing you are, this is your anchor. This is your North Star. This is now like the intention set for the day of how we will move through our day, how we're going to think about things, how we're going to feel about things. And you can choose that ahead of time. And then we change our entire experience of that day. And if you do that again and again, it changes your experience of your life. This is one of those things that feels so simple, but it's the most simple and game-changing and nobody does it kind of things. And so if you can get into the habit of this, which is why I love to add it into like a morning journaling routine, if we can build this habit in, it really changes your life over time when you let it. We don't need a full overhaul of the morning routine, and we certainly don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. unless you want to. But here's how we can do this. We can keep it really simple by putting your journal out next to the coffee pot, right? Make it visible, make it recognizable. Answer this question in the morning before you check your phone, and then put it on a sticky note. Put the question on a sticky note on your computer if you want to make sure you're doing that before you dive into work for the day. Imperfect is good. One sentence is good. Don't overcomplicate it at this point. We just want to build awareness and start setting intention. This question is one piece of a 7-step morning journaling method that I use in the morning. And this is just the very beginning, right? This is clarity, this is choosing, this is intention. We want that awareness. When we add in the rest of the journaling routine, we gain even more clarity and really start to build momentum with productivity throughout the day. But I want you to start here because when productivity starts to feel really supportive instead of draining or stressful, everything changes. Now, be on the lookout for my next video because we are going to talk about why managing your energy and not your time is the real productivity hack that everyone should be talking about, but they're not, and how this is going to change how you move through your day, how you get things done, the amount of things you can get done. So be on the lookout for that video coming up soon.